Om Shri Sai Ram. My humble pranams at the lotus feet of our beloved Bhagwan. On all our behalf, I express our gratitude to Swami for enabling us to conduct this Bhajan workshop. We have three brothers from our Sai community taking us through this workshop today. I'll take few moments to introduce them. Shri Anand Kumar Krishnamurti. He is come into Swami's fold early as a Balvika student and completed all the three groups. And then Anand Kumar brother joined Swami's college in the year 1996 and also did his master degree in Puttaparthi in Prashanti Nilayam. Brother has done his PhD at Jawaharlal Nehru Center for Advanced Research and completed in 2009. After which he also was the faculty member at Vrindavan at Bioscience Department between 2016 and 2023. As part of Swami's organization, he has been associated with Vrindavan Bhajan group and also conducted many Bhajan workshops like this. He is presently the life coach and co-founder of Prakriti Shri, an urban farm at Whitefield. Then we have Shri Abhishek Hariharan. He has joined Swami's higher secondary school in 11th class in the year 2007. After that, he has done his bachelor degree and also a master's degree in Swami's college. Then he joined the faculty in Vrindavan in the physics department in the year 2015. He's also completed his PhD in Swami's University in 2021. He is presently pursuing his profession as data scientist at Mathco Corporation. He is a Bhajan singer when he was a student of Swami, and presently he is the member of Sai Shravanam Bhajan Mandali Vrindavan. Then we have our brother Kartik Nandakumar, who actually doesn't need any introduction. He was a Balvika student before coming to Swami and joined the college in the year 1995 in Vrindavan. He completed his MBA in 2001 and Swami blessed him to serve at our hospital. Since then, he has been with us in the hospital. Presently, he is the senior manager in the Department of Accounts and Finance. He had been chosen by Swami in his students' days in 1996 to be part of Bhajan group. Presently, he is the convener of Sri Sai Sharanam Bhajan Mandali in Vrindavan. I now request brothers to come and take over the stage. I'm sure we are going to have a wonderful, insightful, and exciting workshop. Sai Ram.
Sai Ram, we offer our most loving pranams at Swami's lotus feet. Sorry, we are a little late. Actually, Anand sir is just back from one more session at Sai Shruti Kodai. He reached here just around 8:10, 8:15. So we are sorry we had to keep you waiting. Um, so just to begin at the beginning, why are we here? And what is the intention of this session? All of you have been part of the Bhajan group. You've been participating in Bhajans regularly. So on a Sunday when there are so many other things that each of us could have been doing, so you all are here, we are here. So maybe is it just because Giridhar sir asked us to run a session, just keep them engaged for some 3 hours, whether, or you know he wanted you all say, he says nobody is listening to me when I say, you come for bhajan, and so you come for this session, and they will tell you that you should come. These are all top of the mind thoughts. But having said that, bhajan has been a very, very integral part of our lives if we look back to see how our life would have been without bhajan. I mean, I am at a stage when I cannot even imagine what I would be if not for bhajan. I mean, it's such an integral part of our life. But having said that, when you keep singing the same thing over and over again, or at some point of time, sometimes some fatigue sets in. We are unable to connect with bhajan the way we used to connect in the beginning. So it's like, say, we sharpen our tools. It's something like that. So we just refresh our own understanding of what bhajan is, because it's not that, again, we know more than something that you do and we are going to tell you, or that we have answers to all the questions that you may have. No, not at all. But possibly if there's something that we can share which can help you, or we can also benefit from the experience that each of you has. So please feel free to make this an interactive session. I mean, it's not we talk and then you listen. Please feel free to stop us at any time if you have any questions. We can even, though we have prepared something, we can always, have it as a Q&A session, or what it is that will benefit all of us, we can have the session that way. So, having said that, we'll start the way we have prepared, but we are free to change it or reschedule anything that we may have to.
Yes. Sai Ram. We are here to remind ourselves, that's all is our job. Like, because we are doing this so regularly, because it is so easily accessible too. Like, we don't have to go anywhere. Imagine in Bangalore, if your Samiti is 10 kilometers away, we will not attend. Thursday evening, bhajan, you have to go. Sorry, why? It's 10 kilometers away. That would be really a stopping reason for most of us. But how easy, how accessible Bhagavan has made us. One devotee beautifully says, we go to the center to go to the center. We need to go back to our own self. So this is a reminder. I just start off with sharing an experience of a devotee. When he was a student, he had this complaint about his father. His father was a person who had this problem of chain smoking. Pleasantly, he puts it as he was a staunch Agnihotri. He kept the flame alive all the time. And he had a gambling issue. So these were two terrible things. And as a student, he has heard Swami saying that we should not be doing gambling, smoking, eating non-vegetarian. We have to avoid all of this. So he had told this to his father. See, Swami does not approve of this. But his father said, no, I can't give up these. Then that boy very wisely wrote a letter to Swami. Swami, you handle this. I can't teach him or change him. Only you can do it. And the devotee was sitting in darshan. Swami comes and tells him, if you don't give up these bad habits, I will not look at you. Now, those of us who have seen Swami, like we had distant darshan, like unlike Bodhi brother who were sitting right under Bhagwan's lotus feet. We were sitting far away, and it is not that Bhagwan looked at us on a daily basis. So if Swami comes and tells you, I won't look at you, it's not going to hurt us because, yeah, you have not seen me much. Right? So we will not miss out on that particular thing. Swami is not looking at me. Because today you take any picture of Bhagwan, you look to me, I look to you. So you can clearly see he is looking at. So we won't miss that physical darshan. Second point Swami said was, if you don't stop smoking, I won't talk to you. Now one of the easiest ways for Bhagwan to turn around boys was he will stop talking. He will put us through so much of a grind that he will not talk to you at all. And he has not been talking to us on a physical term on a regular basis. And in the depth of silence, God's voice can be heard. We have not reached there to hear him talking to us. So here, this point alone, when Swami says, I won't talk to you, it's not going to hurt us much because, yeah, it's okay. The third point, which clearly indicates that he is the Lord. If you don't stop smoking, I will ensure that you can't think of me. I will make sure you can't think of me. Here we have to surrender. Which means if we are able to even think of him, it is his blessing. In Tamil it goes, Avanarulale Avantal Vanangi. By his grace, we are able to pray to him. If he did not think that we should all be here, it wouldn't happen. On a Sunday, we could have been doing anything else, but we are here. So that is a big blessing. Saint Aurobindo says, those who choose God are chosen by God. So we must be very grateful that somewhere he, also ran category, participant certificate. So he has put us also in his mission. So that is a big blessing. So we have to come to the place of gratitude. Swami, I could have been doing anything else. Thanks to you, I'm able to think of you.
So we can understand the importance of bhajan in Swami's mission just by this one thing. The mission, he started his avatarhood by singing a bhajan. So Manasa Bhajare Guru Charanam was the very, very first bhajan which he sang, and the meaning of the bhajan itself, Manasa Bhajare Guru Charanam. So you always meditate on the feet of the Lord. So we will also just start the session with this bhajan, just quickly. मानस भजरे गुरु चरणम मानस भजरे गुरु चरणम दुस्तर भव सागर तरणम दुस्तर भव सागर तरणम गुरु महाराज गुरु जय जय गुरु महाराज गुरु जय जय साईनाथ सद्गुरु जय जय सत्य साईनाथ सद्गुरु जय जय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय शिवाय नमः अरुणाचल शिव अरुणाचल शिव अरुणाचल शिव अरुण शिवो ओंकारं भव ओंकारं भव ओंकारं भव ओम नमो बाबा
ओंकारं भव ओंकारं भव ओंकारं भव ओम नमो बाबा
मानस भजरे गुरुचरणं दुस्तर भव सागर तरणम्.
When Ramana Maharishi said the term or heard the term Arunachala, he was lost in trance. We also said Arunachala. Anything happened to us? When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said Krishna, Rama, Govinda, he was lost in trance. But nothing happened to us when we sing, regularly we sing Krishna, Rama, Govinda. So, Brother Ame beautifully talks about this message Swami communicated to them. So what is the difference? Was he telling about a different Govinda? Am I telling a different Govinda? So what is it? Why am I not feeling the same amount of bliss that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu experienced? Beautifully Swami gives this. If you have jamun, Swami says the sweet jamun, if you have it, it is sweet. But sometimes when you are having fever, Swami would say malaria. You are having malaria fever. That time you taste jamun, you say it is bitter. Is the jamun gone out of its sweetness? No, jamun is always sweet. You are having a fever. Therefore, you are not able to feel the sweetness of jamun. Same way, the name of the Lord is sweet. Amritam. It is sweet. But you are not able to taste because you are having bhavaroga. That is the first bhajan also, no? To help you cross. So you are having this disease, therefore you are not able to feel the sweetness. So how to cure the disease? Swami adds, the name Amritam is also Aushadam. It is the medicine. When you chant that more and more and more, the name acts as the Aushadam. It cleanses you, it removes the disease, and makes you ready to taste the Amritam. So Aushadam and Amritam both are in the name itself. Another brilliant story, I'm going to talk more, they are singers. The story of Ajamila in Bhagavatam. We all have heard this. Ajamila was a pious person to start with, but then he went into wrong ways and then he was living in a very wrong fashion of life. He had a son, incidentally he named him Narayana. He was very fond of this son. So wherever this son went, he kept calling Narayana, 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 Narayana. He was so fond of this son. His last moment came, and when the last moment came, the Yama Kinkaras came, those from the Yamaloka. And Adi Shankara refers to them as like Atipishana, Katubashana, Yamakinkara, Patale, like even that meter itself is like dangerously written like that. So they were looking very dangerous. So this person got afraid and then he yelled out Narayana. And at the same time, as soon as he yelled out Narayana, Vishnu Parshadas came there, appeared there. And then told the Yamakinkaras, listen, you can't take him to Yamaloka. Jurisdiction has changed. He has to come with us to Vishnu Loka. Yamakinkara says, hello, we have been sent here first. Do you know the number of sins he has committed? We have the charge sheet. It runs pages. Then the Vishnu Parshada says, but if you atone for the sin, then you don't have to go to Yamaloka, you need to go to Vishnu Loka. Oh, that is true. For atonement, he has to do something. Yeah, he chanted Narayana. In Tamil, I'll say, he did not even consciously, with devotion, tell the name. He just happened to say that. That is where the beauty is. They take it to Yamadharma and then he settles the case saying that the name by itself should have power. Suppose, if we are supposed to chant the name with concentration, with one-pointed attention, with the Lord in our mind, with that much of feeling, only then, if the name was supposed to have power, end of our story. There is no chance. When will we chant like that? So the name by itself has the power. So therefore, whether we like it or not, if we, in Bhagavatam, during the pravachanam, that person says, if we understand this much, the name has power. Whether I chant it knowingly, unknowingly, with concentration, with devotion, no problem. The name will confer whatever it needs to confer. If we understand this much, not even have to believe, just get this as a concept intellectually, our sadhana will go uninterrupted. You will not say, my mood is not there today. I seem to have a mild headache. There is IPL match going on. There is something else going on. You will not have any of these reasons because you know whether you are like it or not, just chant, that name will handle it. So that is another big advantage that we have. We will now go into the intention of bhajan session.
Sai Ram. I guess many of you would have heard many bhajan workshops in the past, maybe by more accomplished personnel standing in front of you or in front of your screen. But nevertheless, we're just going to try and have an interaction with you all, because we believe that every one of us sitting here is part of the same family. We are not giving gyan here. We are not imparting something here. But we are just here to align together on something that we all truly believe in, but we have just probably forgotten. Having said that, I invite any one of you to maybe share with us when you plan to come for a bhajan session, like quote unquote plan, because as Sir said that even to be able to think of him is his grace. So definitely coming to a bhajan session and singing his name is also his grace. But in the sense of the worldly term, when we plan to come for a bhajan session, what is our thought? Why do we want to come to a bhajan session? Anybody?
So there's energy. You'll feel more energetic. You'll feel good after.
Okay. Very good
Saying
answer.
that we will feel more energetic, we will feel uplifted after a bhajan. Fantastic. Come
Anybody
on, we both
else?
are teachers in the institute. So we are going to ask questions. Especially those people who are not looking at us, we are going to call out those people.
Anybody? We need at least a few more answers before we. Absolutely.
We have an opportunity to connect with song. Yes.
Absolutely. Anyone? Mind relaxation.
Mind relaxation. Fantastic. Very good.
Okay.
What else?
What else?
Anybody else? To learn? To learn more.
more.
Okay. To learn more. Like learn more bhajans. Bhajans. Okay. Okay. By attending a session, we will know more about bhajans. Okay.
Absolutely. So all of this put together, none of these are wrong answers. All of these are correct. But I'm going to like group all these answers put together and say a statement which I think is the intention of a bhajan session when I go to a bhajan session. But you are free to take it or not take it. So the intention when I go to a bhajan session is that each and every one sitting in the bhajan, not just me, is able to connect to Swami. So I'm not just responsible for myself connecting to Swami, but also everybody else around me. And what are the things that can make this intention happen? Right? So we'll just spend a little more time understanding the aspects of how we can ensure that not just we connect to Swami, but others also connect to Swami.
Yes. There is one big understanding mistake that all of us have. When we say each and every one, really it means each and every one. Because Swami says love all. Now we say all. No, at least those people who are loving to me, I will love. The others and all don't come under the category of all, isn't it? But here when we say everyone means everyone, including the people sitting beside you, behind you, everyone. So we have to come to that place of that selflessness where everyone. So we are looking at everybody who is attending the session to be part of the bhajan session.
Right. A few months back, we had a talk in the Navaveda Bhakti, right? Where some of you present in that talk when I had spoken about the DMart example. Were any of you there? How many of you were there? Okay, few of them. So for the benefit of the others, I'm going to repeat that and link it back to the intention of the session. Okay, so how many of you like DMart?
We should raise both hands actually, yeah?
Okay, sister, why don't you like DMart? Because it's crowded? Oh, it's very confusing. Sister? Okay, sure. Where are you from? Northern Karnataka. Have you gone to a supermarket where there are heavy discounts? Do you like to go to such marketplaces to pick up stuff for your home?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, so that's
There is a festive sale and then you have 50% off, yeah?
Amazon Great, what is that?
Great Indian sale.
Whatever. Anything. So anything where there is a discount. Okay. So when I say DMart, you can listen as a place where there are lots of discounts happening. You like such places? Right. Perfect. So every one of us who has been to DMart and every one of us who has had these penchants for discounts knows that there is something in that that pulls us, right? There is something in that DMart that pulls us. Why? Anybody? Yes. Madam said that lots of discounts, you can pick up whatever you want. One very good thing. Anybody else? Why do you like DMart so much?
Buy one, get one.
Yes, yes.
Oh, brilliant.
Perfect,
Buy
perfect.
one, get one. Fantastic offer. Yes.
Yes.
Family members, why do you go to DMart?
Yes.
All items under one roof. Fantastic, isn't it?
Yes. And if you ask Brother Karthik, he will share one day's session on why we should go to DMart.
Sorry, I can't help it. I'm in accounts.
So according to Brother Karthik, when there are offers, it is a sin if you don't pick up that offer. So, like that. So why am I going on and on about DMart? Because there is a very big parallel to a DMart session and a devotion mart session that we have here in Bhajans. And what is that similarity? We have a discount in the Bhajan session. What is that discount? So when Swami talks about Bhajans, he speaks about this as the one thing that if you do in Kali Yuga, that is enough for attaining liberation. Right? And Swami talks about first our own sadhana on how we should sing bhajans and all of that. But he has given a special discount when we attend bhajans as a group. And what is that discount? The discount is that when you are attending bhajans as a group, and especially when the mic is not in front of you, you are discounted from concentrating on bhava and, on raga and tala. Only bhava is sufficient to attain liberation. You sing the name of the Lord the way you can. It doesn't matter whether the curve that Ravi Kumar sir gives lands in your throat. No, it doesn't matter. None of that matters. No raga, no tala. I mean, to a certain extent raga and tala, not entirely. But you have a lot of discount compared to the one leading on the mic. Right? So that is one discount. And what do we get out of that? What do we get out of that? Like brother truly and correctly said, this is an opportunity for us to connect to Bhagwan. And what is this beautiful opportunity? It's so much more than just feeling Bhagwan within us, right? A beautiful song in the student folklore says that Gadiche pratikshanam mitone gadapalani Memu vine padalanni నీ మాటలే కావాలని గడిచే ప్రతి క్షణం మీతోనే గడపాలని. ఎవ్రీ మూమెంట్ దట్ ఐ వాంట్ బీ విత్ యూ. మేము వినే పదాలన్నీ నీ మాటలే కావాలని. ఎవ్రీథింగ్ దట్ ఐ హియర్ ఐ వాంటెడ్ టు బీ యువర్ వాయిస్, డియర్ భగవాన్. మాలోని తలంపులన్నీ మీకు వివరించాలని. Swami, everything that I feel, I want to be able to communicate it to you. Every thought that I have, I want to be able to communicate it to you. And this happens so easily during a bhajan session, right? We all have our own stories happening in our life, and we really can't make everybody around us understand, even our closest family members. And there's one person who can truly understand what we are going through, and we have this beautiful opportunity to connect with him and speak out our feelings. క్రియలన్ని కర్తకే అంకితం చేయాలని. Every action that I do, I want to offer it back to you, the true doer of my actions. And every one of these four things happens so seamlessly and organically in a bhajan session. And we have this wonderful opportunity along with the discount. So why won't we take it? Right? The only reason why we would not go to a bhajan session is when we don't see it as an opportunity. Right? If you truly consider it as an opportunity, you will not leave it. You will not say, oh, my neighbor, is he going to DMart? Then only I will go to DMart. Will we ever say such a thing? No. The discount is available. I'll go and grab it. It doesn't matter who else goes and grabs it, right? So with that intention of firstly myself being available to connect to Bhagwan, that intention can very easily be set, right? As long as we see this as an opportunity. And another thing about this DMart is, when you go to a DMart, you see others around you. Do you waste time interacting with them and see what they buy, what kind of discounts they like? No, right? You simply go and grab. So the intention of the bhajan session is that I want to grab my time with my Bhagwan. It doesn't matter what others are doing. It doesn't matter whether the neighbor sitting next to me is connecting to Bhagwan because of his own shenanigans. I don't know if that's the right word, but at least I must not come in the way of his connection with Bhagwan. Right? So I want to connect back to what I said initially. The intention is that each and every one connects to Bhagwan. But there's also a catch here. And what is that catch? It's that, suppose I go, brother, what is your favorite bhajan that connects you to Bhagwan instantly? Right? Beautiful bhajan. And he feels so connected to that bhajan. Now, if I go and sing this in the metro, let's say, we are traveling by metro, people will look at me weirdly, right? Because what is this guy? First of all, disturbing our peace of mind. So, what is something so personal and special to him as a bhajan may not mean anything to anybody else, right? So, if I sing Jai Ganesh, Jai Ganesh, Jai Ganesh Deva, he feels connected. But not everybody in the outside world can feel connected. So, what is so special about this bhajan? Is it because I am singing? No, definitely not. It's because he has innate devotion in himself, that it is getting evoked during the session. Right? So, everybody who comes here has that already. They have that innate feeling that Bhagwan is our master. We are coming here to connect to Bhagwan. That intention is already there within everybody. As long as we don't do anything to disturb that intention, we have done a great service. Right? So, so this is about the intention of the session. Everything that we do in the session must align to this, that first I must connect to Bhagwan, and whatever I do must not disturb those who are already connecting to Bhagwan internally.
So Abhi was mentioning that we don't look at what the others are buying. I do. If they are having something that I also want, I ask them, where did you pick it up from? Just from that perspective. Even when you go to a restaurant, you look at what the others are ordering, and if it's something that looks nice, I might also want to take it. So I mean, but again, having said that, if they have something else which I don't want, I ignore it. So you can learn from your fellow bhajan singers, fellow participants. And another thing which he mentioned, that discount for those who don't sing on the mic. You don't have to necessarily have raga or tala. Just bhava is sufficient. Even singing is not required. Let me tell you, when I was in my, I think it must have been 1998, third year, there was one boy by name Shailesh Bangdel. It was in Brindavan, and bhajan was going on. Swami called him, he was sitting somewhere back, inside Trai. He called for Trai session after the bhajan. And he called him up front. Why? The only reason was that he was participating very actively in bhajan by clapping. He's like totally new to Swami's, he's not been a devotee before. So, but only thing is he liked the bhajans and he clapped vigorously. And Swami took note of that and rewarded him by, asking him to come close, and he also gave him a ring. So all for just clapping. See the extent of discounts that you can get. So you just have to, so it's about taking baby steps, whatever you can. If you don't know anything else, just start by clapping. So if you can clap and if you can sing, sing. So it's about taking that first step, the first few steps.
Yes. See, one more important point, that when there is a bhajan session, arrive at the bhajan session 5 to 10 minutes earlier. So that is an important point Swami has said. In fact, during Shivratri, Akhand Bhajan and all, Swami would be in the bhajan hall even before the time. And he is just, sometimes once or twice he sat on the throne also, waiting, and then he looked at the watch. The clock is going slower than what he wanted. And then he said, 5:25, no, start, please start. Like, he is that eager to attend a session. Therefore,
absolutely. Just, I would like to say something here. So usually Akhand Bhajan starts on Saturday, right? Saturday evening, and then it goes on till Sunday evening. So I reached Parthi, I think, first time Swami saw me was Saturday afternoon. So I might have started from here on Saturday morning. We look at leaves and other things. And then Swami asked me, do you stay in London or something? I didn't get it. Then somebody said, you just landed up today for the Akhand Bhajan that starts today. He's seeing you only now in the afternoon. And the bhajan is going to happen. You should be here a day prior. That should be the
eagerness.
Eagerness, yes. That you should display. Yeah, sorry,
Brilliant. No, that is like, he has that eagerness. One devotee in Brindavan Bhajan group, they have been having their house bhajans every day, every week at a particular appointed time. And one evening, at 6 o'clock, he saw that there is not enough people. Then he said, okay, there are not enough singers. Maybe I'll wait for 10 more minutes, and then started the bhajan at 6:10, when 2 more people came for the bhajan. Next morning darshan, Swami said, I was there at 6 o'clock. Like, Swami told me, I was there at 6 o'clock. From that time onwards, 6 o'clock is 6 o'clock for them. Whether anybody comes or not, they will start the bhajan at 6 o'clock. No, because he is there. That eagerness for bhajans, no? And Swami once said, the ananda I derive from bhajan, I do not derive from anything else. And for the Lord, bliss is my food, right? So for him, food is bhajan. So we have to show that level of eagerness to come for a bhajan session. This is a bit of a controversy. It says, na shreyo niyamam vina, and follow the rules in the organization. I let Bodhi brother address that first. Okay. It's like this. We have to take the first step. That is always on us. Somewhere in a satsang I heard, if we all consider Swami is our mother and father. If God were supposed to decide our destiny as mother and father, all of us will have same and equal destiny. There won't be any partiality. Because He is the mother and father. So He will give 100 marks to everybody. Everybody equal. But there is the human effort. His grace, His blessings is available to everybody equally. Like Swami said, sun is available. But if you close all the windows and sit inside and then say sun is not available. So that human effort is a very, very critical ingredient. That first step has to come from us. And He will actually wait for us to take that step. He won't even force you. Atla cheste meke manchidi. That's how Bhagavan says, if you do like that, it is good for you. So that first step is ours. We have to show that we want. Then from His end, there will be abundance. The rules in the organization. Now, how many of us know Indian traffic? All of us. And in fact, there is no traffic rules, isn't it? Most often. But just because it is your car or your bike, will you drive any which way, right side, left side? No, because it will be dangerous to you also and for the people around you. For an individual devotion, there are no rules. If you look at Shivanadiyars, all the devotees of Shiva, oh my God, nobody followed any principle or rule. Somebody threw a stone, somebody spit water, somebody gave meat, somebody took flowers in their own hair and then placed it on the Lord. Somebody gave an eye, somebody kept the leg on God. So each one had their own way of connecting to the Lord. Whereas when you come to a society, in society, there are rules. Your freedom stops where my nose begins. Isn't it? Just because you have a stick, you cannot rotate. Where my nose starts, your freedom stops. So in that same way, so we need to know that in organization, there are rules. And even though there is a coordinator or a senior who is telling you about the rules, they did not create it. This is the only avatar. Swami himself has said that. This is the only avatar which started an organization. And he laid out the rules. Step by step, this is how it should be. They should sit on this side. They should sit on that side. There should be a path in the middle. Lamp should be lit. So he gave each and every instruction. If it is a regular weekly bhajan that is happening, prasadam need not be distributed. Because once upon a time, the prasadam became an issue. Swami said, let there have only vibhuti. Unless it is a special occasion. On a regular bhajan, let vibhuti be the prasadam, because you don't want to have comparison. Oh, that person gave jangri, I should give jila. No, not required. So he made sure all these he has mentioned. And they are available in books. They have been printed by the Sri Sathya Sai Books and Publication Trust. It's all available. He has mentioned every one of these rules. So adhering to this is not only helpful for us, it is helpful for others too.
So we are actually lucky that some of these things we've seen them. Like for example, everything that happens during a bhajan session, the way it starts with 3 Omkarams, the way it ends with Aarti. Even there was some time, it was Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. That became Samasta Loka Sukhino Bhavantu. When this happened in the bhajan hall in Parthi, I was fortunate to be there. Because there are things that I may not have been there, but what I'm saying is each and everything that we do during a bhajan session, that is laid down by Swami himself. And by just doing it the way he wanted, we are following what he said. And and it is good for us, and that is the way he has designed it. Even Jai Bolo, it started on a certain day, and then onwards it continued. But he, it started, and then he permitted that to be continued. So let us remember that every time when we sing Jai Bolo, we can remember that this is what he wanted. So we are very, very fortunate that way, that he has laid down each and everything during bhajan.
Yes. And Swami said, some people do not sing loud during bhajan session. Again, do not disturb your neighbors, but you should sing at an optimal pace where you can sing without disturbing anybody else's peace. Swami gives an example. Suppose you are fallen in a well. Will you say, somebody help me? No, you will be, help, right? You will be shouting at the top of your lungs. In the same fashion, you need to sing full throated. Whatever is the volume that you can sing, you should sing fully. Clap your hands when you sing bhajans. Very important point. We should clap our hands. Not for the sound effect. Like most of us in the first speed, we are retired. Second speed or third speed, we will join. No, from the first Om till the last Shanti, we have to be 100% attention. Full. We have to participate in it fully. We should clap our hands. Swami says, when you clap your hands, the Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Mascharya, the 6 evils, which are trying to nest, the evil birds which are trying to nest on your head, on your mind, they will fly away. I have shared this experience with a few of my students also. Try it for a week. 1 week, whenever you are attending bhajan, clap your hands. If you are not singing in a mic, it's more comfortable. If you clap into the mic, it will disturb. But if you are not singing in front of a mic, clap your hands and sing. And tell Bhagwan, Swami, this is one Arishad Varga, or this is one issue, a bad trait that I am having. Out of my clapping and singing in the bhajan for a 1 week, I want that to go. Try it. It will work. Some people who are short-tempered, definitely you should start it today. And you will notice in a week how you will see the tendency towards that particular Arishad Vargas comes down. And for us to remember to clap, there is a beautiful experience that happened. One boy, he was musically challenged, a student. Meaning he can't sing, he can't play any instrument. And but he wanted to sit in front and then have Bhagwan's close darshan. So what he did, he was sitting, he noticed that the bhajan group members were getting a lot of attention from Bhagwan. In the 1980s, no? 85. Oh, bhajan group boys had a very, very close role. Like Swami and bhajan group was one. They would sit very close under Bhagwan's nose, and then they will push the footrest when Bhagwan wants to get up and all. And he wanted to go there, but he can't join the music group. So what he did, he noticed the rings that are kept under the tabla. So what he would do, he would take the rings and walk into the bhajan hall. And people will think, oh, he's a tabla player. So he would go there, keep it there and sit in meditation pose or act as if he is meditating. So when you sit there, close your eyes and then people will not disturb you because I am not meditating, you are at least meditating, okay, right? So people won't disturb you. And he sat there, and when the bhajan started, he is sitting very close to Swami and he had a very good time. When he was sitting that close, he noticed whenever a student started a bhajan, Bhagwan would look at that person. So drishti, he said, I have come this close, but Bhagwan is not looking at me. So he noticed that. After the bhajan session, he wouldn't take the rings. It was only entry fee. Only for entry. So, and
Interestingly,
he did
his name was Abhimanyu. Yeah. He knew only how to come in, not to get out.
My God, I had not thought about that.
He actually used to say that. I mean, because when Swami used to call him for interviews, he used to take a long time to come out. Then they used to say, no, Abhimanyu knows only how to go in, he doesn't know how to come out.
Enter ring, really.
Yes, enter and with the ring. Oh, amazing. Look at the coincidences. Bhagwan doesn't leave anything. And this boy, he wanted Bhagwan's drishti. How do I get Bhagwan's drishti? So next day he decided, okay, when I'm going to sit, as soon as the bhajan starts, I'm going to clap so loud that Bhagwan will notice who is clapping. So he sat there and tak, tak, tak. As soon as the bhajan started, Bhagwan looked at, oh, who is this? So this boy, I got Bhagwan's drishti, mission accomplished. So he floated back to the hostel. Because he was like, Bhagwan saw me. When he went to the hostel, the warden of the hostel was waiting with a message for him. What is the message? Message for all of us. Swami told me to tell you. Ask that boy to take care of only his birds. He is chasing everybody's birds. So when you clap your hands, you are supposed to chase your own birds. So you have to be very responsible about clapping. But we must clap and participate in a bhajan. Right? So now, if you forget it, remember, Swami said, what? To that boy, clap so that you chase your birds.
So another, like has already been mentioned, the bhajan session is not only for us, it's so that each and every one of us can connect with Swami. So Swami has said that when you are singing, don't sway, this way and that way. So, people whose attention is to be on Swami, they should not be distracted by anything else that happens. Even the passing of mics. So we used to arrange ourselves in such a way that those days there used to be only two main mic singers. We used to sing individually. So we used to arrange ourselves, vertically so that all the even second, fourth, sixth bhajans used to be on one side. And the odd 1, 3, 5 used to sit one behind the other, harmonium in the center.
All the odd singers are on one side.
Even the even singers. So the passing used to be just, seamless. Otherwise, what used to happen was it used to get tangled when it used to go from this way to that way. And sometime, the cord length wouldn't be sufficient, and it used to be quite, it used to attract a lot of unwanted attention. So, he used to be, everything should go on in a way that it doesn't distract anybody. The swaying also is like that. Even to the extent, Swami says that when you practice singing, you keep a mirror in front of you, so that even the way you look when you're singing should not distract anybody. If somebody looks to see who's singing, they shouldn't be amused by the contortions of the face or whatever. To the extent that it's possible, let us try to ensure that we do not distract. So that is the intention.
Yes. Swami adds, the body is a stula sharira. If you can't control the body, which is the stula sharira, how will you control the sukshma sharira, the mind? So you start with stability of the body in order for you to bring stability to your mind.
So another thing is,
we have all done this many times in a bhajan.
The hi, hello.
Hi, hello.
So, we come to a bhajan session, it's not just a bhajan session, it also is a session to socialize, either before or after. So, Swami says, after my darshan, find a quiet corner and assimilate the energy that you have acquired. So, during a bhajan session, there is a lot of energy that we generate. We shouldn't dissipate it by engaging in casual conversations and lose what you have gained during the bhajan session.